Hey guys, it's Paul Pluta. It's Archie Luxury on the Paul Pluta channel. And today, guys, have we got a collection review for you. That's right, guys. We've got an amazing collection. And I've got to tell you something. Sometimes you get collections in that are just breath defying. And that's the case we have at the moment. This is from Stephen. He goes, Dear Archie, before we go on, quick wristwatch check. What am I wearing? I'm wearing an Explorer 2. Explorer 2. I'm in Shenzhen. This is my travel watch of choice. Explorer 2 Polar. Love it. And okay, so that's my travel watch. And for going out, going to a nice, you want to wear something dressy. Here is my dress watch I took. Breguet type. No, it's not. This is a Breguet Tradition 7057 in rose gold. There we go. Okay. So there we go. That's the watches. I love fiddling with this watch here. It's just so beautiful. Okay, let's read the intro letter. Dear Archie, I hope this finds you well. My wife and I have watched you since COVID-19, and I am happy to say that every time we walk past the Rolex boutique, my wife lets rip with a huge Archie trademark Rolex, like it's a 90s Budweiser commercial. We love your work and finally have a collection and a question that I hope is worthy of the pontiff's time. I've been quietly building a collection since 2019. I was picking up a piece or two a year as allocations came in. Everything was sourced via the AD, which kept things going slowly like a mutual fund, but with all the economic uncertainty in the world today, the allocations have becoming thick and fast. The collection has quickly swollen beyond my original intentions. I would appreciate you viewing my current collection, love it or roast it. My wife and I will enjoy it either way. I would also appreciate your thoughts on what you would do to prepare for some new allocations over the next 6 months. What would you keep? What would you lose? Nobody else on the planet I would ask for advice. All the hyperbole aside, you know how to cut the waste. Do I keep either or both of the Patek? Should I drop them all and become a one watch man with a Zenith Carbon Defy 21? I have worked incredibly hard to be able to purchase these pieces, but I'm not a rich man, and I must rationalize this collection. My current goal that I can afford is a 6159G retrograde perpetual calendar for my 50th. Show me the way. Anyways, here is the collection. I'm sure you know most of the references by sight, but I've listed them out. Hope it helps. I have attached a couple of pictures for reference. He's PayPal'd $100, but I'm in no rush. Do it when it suits. Okay, so here we go. This is the beautiful collection which we have on the screen here, and I got to tell you, this is really, really, really cool stuff. Now let's get in there. Let's change the view and let's talk about this here. So he sent me an email here. He's telling me the list. Firstly, we've got a Tudor Pelagos FXD. That's the one in the bottom corner. Lovely watch, love it. 42mm titanium, mission ready dive watch with fixed strap bars, a matte black dial, snowflake hands, unidirectional ceramic bezel, rated to 200 meters, COSC certified MT 5602. That's the same movement in the black bay, Tudor black bays, 70-hour power reserve, supplied with green fabric and rubber straps. Purchased in my search for an everyday watch, it sits with a Christopher Ward C60 Trident Luminia, not pictured. That just didn't work on the wrist. Okay, so what do I think of the Pelagos? I love the Pelagos. I think for bang per buck, great piece. You really can't go terribly wrong with that piece there. Moving right along, we're moving on to the Grand Seiko SBGN 001 limited edition GMT. 39mm stainless steel metallic charcoal dial. 25th anniversary quartz motif. Dual curve sapphire, 10 bar water resistance. Powered by the 9F86 high accuracy quartz. Limited to, okay, so what do I think? Look, I'm not a huge proponent of quartz. He says this was my first proper watch and it has served me well. Sure, I wish it was a spring drive, but the precision of the 9F quartz speaks. Yes, look, I'm not a huge fan of quartz, but Seiko was such an instrumental company in it, like Rolex and Patek were also hugely in the development of quartz. Yep, it's not huge money. I get it. I get it. Then we have, okay, then what else do we have here? We have a Zenith Defy. Look at this, a Zenith Defy. Zenith Defy El Premo 21 carbon, 44mm full carbon, open worked chronograph on rubber, powered by automatic El Primero 9004, twin escapements, rated to 100 meters. What a beast and unique, a real showstopper. Once the second escapement kicks in, it is big for my wrist. But look, I honestly, I've got to tell you, amazing piece, carbon fiber piece, full carbon. Yeah, look, a lot of these pieces are ridiculous money. This is incredible with the Zenith. I think these Zeniths are a great piece to have there. Then we've got an Omega Speedmaster Dark Side of the Moon, Apollo 8, the original reference. So what do I think of the Zenith? I love it. Carbon is great. I love it. It's a great piece. Then we've got the Omega Dark Side of the Moon, Apollo 8, the original reference, not the latest master chronometer upgrades, 44mm, manual wind 1869. This is the second time I've owned the piece. Omega NA sales director said it was the last piece, and I FOMO'd. He did not mention a totally new version would be announced the following week. I do not regret anything but the buckle, which is a true nightmare, and I really wish I had the deployment from the... Yeah, look, I still think it's a beautiful looking watch. Don't ever trust a watch salesman. That's right, they can be tricky fuckers there. Then we have, what else do we have here? Then we've got, okay, now we've got some Rolex. We've got a Rolex Yachtmaster 42mm titanium, good piece. This is intense black dial, chrono light, luminous, bi-directional, I've always been a Yachtmaster over the sub fan. Yeah, well, this looks very similar. I love the look of this. I love the look of this titanium, and I love the look of the white gold Yachtmaster 42. He says, I always love the Yachtmaster over the sub, but that may just be me. My first Rolex was a Yachty 40mm with the rhodium dial, followed by the 42. Oh shit, he had the white gold. This fits far better on the bracelet than the Oyster Flex ever did, and the matching dial and bezel is a significant improvement over the 40. Wow, okay, fair point. I like it. Then we've got a Rolex GMT Master 2 Batgirl, 40 mil. This is, yeah, look, it's as cliche as it sounds. This is the first watch I put on a wish list, and honestly, it has not disappointed even after 4 years. Look, the Batgirl, how could you not love it? You've got it on the Jubilee. Look, Jubilee or Oyster doesn't really matter, but it's beautiful, beautiful watch there. Now you've got some really interesting shit, okay? We've got a Vacheron Constantine 56 self-winding. That's reference 4600E. 40 mil steel. This is a beautiful, beautiful. It's powered by the 1326 Vacheron movement. This watch was never on the radar, but decided to give it a try, waiting for the next Patek allocation. Nobody said that would be a week later. Now I'm struck with the beautiful blue dial state. Okay, so there we go. You've got the Vacheron 56. Now, obviously, I think the dealers just be a bit careful there. The reason they're getting allocations filled for you is that the dealers are a bunch of cunts. They're assholes. They will lead you on, make you think this is scarcity. Try asking for an Aquanaut or a Nautilus, then you'll see what scarcity is. But I must admit, this is a beautiful pieces you do have here. We've got a Patek. Okay, so the Vacheron 56. I love it. It's a beautiful, beautiful watch, that. Then we've got a Patek Philippe 5326G annual calendar time. Now that's just a beautiful watch there. 41 mil white gold. Did I say steel? Sorry, it's white gold. 41 mil Calatrava. You've got this is the most recent acquisition. I was offered this piece, but I'm stubborn and I had not previously looked into it. It was only after I saw it in store I changed my mind, but the allocation was gone and ended up waiting another 6. Oh, they're playing games. Then you've got my absolute favorite of the world times, Patek 5935A, world time flyback chronograph, 41 mil. You've got the beautiful salmon. Is it the salmon? No, it's not salmon. That's the, what's that? That's the, with an opaline rose gilt dial. My second Patek allocation, the first was the 5205G to pick this. Oh, 5205. Oh, you had a 5205G. I love that watch. To pick this one, this is obviously about, well, it's a world time chronograph, for fuck's sake. It's an interesting combination of complication and beautiful anthracite golden hands. Wow, look at that. What can I say? And we've also got, where did we get the Lange? Did we mention the Lange? Oh, Lange, sorry, I missed the Lange. He's also got a Lange and Sun 1815 up down. I love the 1815. I prefer that over the Saxonia. White gold, 39 mil. I love this piece, and it was purchased for my wedding with pinpoint timing at the beginning of COVID, when China was already in lockdown in Australia and US to follow the next week. It was a perfect storm with the world falling out of the global economies and tourist demand in Sydney. I might be the only person who didn't buy Odysseus that made money walking out of a Lange boutique. Yes, I must say, the Odysseus is a great piece to flip and click and flip, but the 1815 is really that's my choice. I love the up down. It is so beautiful. Okay, and you've also got an MB&F. This is the Mad edition. That's the Mad, which these here are quite fascinating. They're not MB&F in the, they're kind of the cheap, but these are more affordable. The MB&F Mad 1S, 42 mil, stainless steel slimmer edition. Geez, You either love it or you hate it, but it's the only MB&F I'm ever able to own. And Slimmer 1S is a great complete conversation starter. Wow, wow, wow. What can you say there? So the question is here. Let's have a sticky beak here. Wow, what? So firstly, I'm just in awe of the collection itself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 11 pieces. We won't count the Christopher Ward. That's no point including that sort of garbage in here, is there really? I mean, fuck. So what do I think? Far out. What a beautiful collection. Absolutely beautiful. I love it. You've got 2 Rolex. And I like it. You've got a diver and a GMT. You've got Lange, Vacheron. You've got some really nice. I love. You've got the Speedmaster. You've got the Zenith Carbon. I love the Grand Seiko. I love the even though it's quartz, I still love the Grand Seiko. I love the Tudor Pelagos. I love the whole thing. The question I have, let me tell you my question I want to throw to you. Now, you say you're coming up for your 50th birthday. My current goal that I can afford is a 6159G. Holy fuck, Batman. That is a 6159G. That is a amazing Patek Philippe. I gotta be totally honest with you. Like they're an expensive 200,000 on. Just did a quick chrono 24. They're about Aussie dollars 250. Starting from 250, I should say, but they're a lot of money. What do I think? Holy shit! I got to be totally honest with you. I love what you got. I really love what you've got. Do you see the amazing piece to me is that world time chronograph? That's fucking. It's an incredible Patek to have. The 5935. I'm just concerned. You've got to be careful because the market is coming down. Just be careful. Buying new, the ADs, they're a bunch of fucking assholes when things are tough. It's a business. A lot of these watches now you buy, you will not recoup your money. This is the reality. A lot of pieces now, it is getting tougher. Vacheron has had that's the savage truth. Not that you do too badly on a 56. I mean, fuck, that's not your ones. Honestly, it's a very beautiful, usable piece. My own view, what would I do? Seriously, honestly, can I say this to you? I don't know if you need it. I really love the 5935, the world time chronograph. I actually had a 5130, which I actually sold because I want to consolidate, get rid of some debt and just streamlining a bit. I'm actually in a reduction phase. I personally look, I'm a bang. See, I love this Breguet. You'd never ever buy that shit. You'd never buy the Breguet brand new. You must buy that used. Okay. So if you're buying new, you want to be careful with what you buy. Personally, I think I think myself, I'd be fucking happy with what you got. The economy and that, I don't know your financial state there, but economy is slowing down a bit. Let me just say that to you. These things are not as liquid as they were in the past. Okay, so that's the warning. The warning, warning, warning. The Patek itself there, it's breathtaking. Okay, I love the 6159. It's got the retrograde date. It's a perpetual calendar. Personally, for under 60, 50s, you can get a 5320. If you really want to get it has to be if you have to get a perpetual, I'd be inclined to say, you know what? You can get that $50,000 to $60,000. I would be inclined to go that way. Okay, I'm just telling you my honest truth. The 6159, I think it's a beautiful watch. It's beyond beautiful. However, let me just say this to you. The thing about the let's pull one up. Let's pull it up so we can have a look at this and see what we're talking about. Now, let me pull this up. Let's have a look. Here we go. Here we go. We've got one here on the screen. It's on the screen now. If you want that sort of exposed workings, you know what I would do? Okay. So that's that's Aussie dollars. That's Australian dollars. But for a fraction of that money there, I would probably say, go and get a Patek 5320. That's a perpetual calendar, modern size. Okay, so you can get those. Let's just low to high. Let's have a look here. You can get those. I'm not trying to say there's anything wrong with your choice, but I'm trying to look at value. Okay, I'm looking at value for you. If we get a 5320, look at this. They are now, this is US dollars, 40,000. Okay, 60, that was Aussie dollars, sorry. Forward, look at this. Look at the price of 50,000, 50 to 60, as I'll say. That's what I was saying. Sorry, no, that's what I did say. 50 to 60,000 for if you really want a Patek perpetual calendar. And if we want to add some value, we want to have some walk on the wild side, we could also, now you've got to buy this shit. You'd have to buy this shit secondhand. But look at some of this. If you want the exposed movement from a very luxurious brand, look at that. 30. Okay, that's not even that cheap. If we looked at it, okay, so that's an order. Let's say, look at that. That's okay. Is that cheap? Let's just have a look. 30. I'm not convinced that's. I want to get low to high. Let's search low to high. So you can get, okay, so those are around 25,000. Now, what I'm trying to say is, okay, I know this isn't the Patek, but if you want the exposed movement, get a Breguet tradition for 20,000, 25,000, and get the Patek 5320, 2 watches, fraction of the 6159 price. Now, you got to buy it pre-owned. Don't buy that shit new. Do not buy that shit new. You got to buy it pre-owned. But that's kind of what I would be doing, because I'm a value shopper there. But I've got to tell you, your own collection itself, it's amazing. You've already got so many amazing pieces. If you want a perpetual, I'd get a 5320, fraction of the price. And if you want that exposed movement, because you like it in the Zenith, you like it in the Omega, get a Breguet Tradition, pennies in the dollar, pennies in the, you must buy it pre-owned, do not buy that shit new, and that'd scratch that itch. That's my thinking on it. But I got to tell you, the collection, superb, absolutely superb, absolutely superb, breathtaking. I love the two Rolex. I love the expensive stuff, you know, the two Pateks, the Vacheron, the Lange. I love that. I love the bridge, which you've got the Omega, you got the Zenith, and I even like the Mad one and the Quartz Seiko. I like it. I personally think you've got most of your boxes ticked. I mean, if you really want a 6159, go for it. But I personally would go. My personal opinion is, if you want a perpetual, I'd go for the 5320. That's my way I would go. Okay, I think that you've got to buy it pre-owned. Those stuff you do not buy new. And the ADs, if you want to buy something new, I'd go more hypey. I'd go for a Nautilus or an Aquanaut if you've got this relationship with them. Because the reality is, a lot of these more dressy Pateks, Lange, it's all come crashing down. The world's not shit. I don't think the world is going to fold up. But I'd be careful how I spent my money. You've got some really nice pieces here. I mean, you've got pieces here, okay, that were big money new, okay? I would be very careful. What I'm trying to say is, I'd be careful buying new now. I'd be careful because the world's come crashing down, okay? The things with tariffs and Donald Trump, I'm not either for or against him, but that has caused uncertainty. Prices aren't going up and up and up. Your AD is not your friend, okay? The AD is there to stick you with things he makes huge margin on, okay? The AD is not your fucking friend. The AD is a fucking asshole, okay? He's your worst. He's going to take advantage of anybody, okay? He's going to take advantage of you. So my advice, seriously, as I said, nothing wrong with the 6159. It's a beautiful watch. However, value shopping, and you mentioned to me, money's important. You don't have endless money. You said to me, I quote, you said to me, let's have a look. Where did my current goal that I can afford, okay? I would appreciate you reviewing my collection, love or hate it. Okay. So that's what you're saying. It's what we're saying there. Now, let's go on a little bit. I love the 6159. I wouldn't buy it new. In fact, I've told you what I would do. Those two, a Breguet and a fucking 5320. Now, you also asked me here, okay, personally, let me say this to you. Churning watches where you buy new and sell, you're going to fucking lose a lot of money, okay? And I don't want to speak badly on the hobby, but if I were you, I perhaps wouldn't buy, but I wouldn't sell. Don't sell and don't buy. Just hold what you've got, because the days when you could easily buy shit, flick it, lose a little bit or make a little bit, those days are fucking over, okay? Now, out of your stuff there, if you've got a fucking Patek Philippe chronograph, world-time chronograph, why would you sell your Grand Seiko quartz? I mean, obviously that's pittance. It's a bee's dick. So your bottom line, the Tudor Pelagos, I would not sell. I would hold that. Why would you sell it? It's not a lot of money you're going to raise. The Grand Seiko quartz, again, not a lot of money. The Zenith, fuck. That's going to be, you sell that, you're going to lose a lot. And it's a beautiful watch. I would keep. The Omega, again, the Omega's, fuck me dead. Omega has, it's not as easy to get out of these Omega. I would keep the Omega. The Rolexes, you're pretty safe. You did actually the titanium Yachtmaster, you can sell it way more than you paid. Same as the Batgirl. So you just keep those. Keep those. You don't want to sell. You need a couple Rolexes anyhow. The Vacheron, they've come down, but it's not the worst Vacheron. And it's a nice Vacheron. It's a nice piece to have. The Mad One, that's just a toy. Don't worry about it. It's a little bit of money. There's a little bit of smidgen of profit, but that's just a toy. The Lange, fuck. Lange has had... Lange, I tell you honestly, Lange itself is just as bad as this fucker here. Okay, that's Breguet. Lange may not be as bad, but if fuck you try selling anything, fuck me dead, you get handed your ass. And it's beautiful stuff. You just got to make sure if you're buying in future, you got to buy pre-owned. What you need to do. The Lange's beautiful. The two Pateks, they're to fucking die for. They are to die for. But I wouldn't be buying, I would not personally buy a brand new perpetual calendar. I'd ask those fucking assholes at the AD for a Nautilus or an Aquanaut. That's okay because of the profit fact. But they won't sell that. They're assholes, okay? They're predatory assholes. So my advice, would I add? Look, if it was me, you know what? If you have a collection like that, fucking keep what you've got and fucking enjoy it. Keep what you got and enjoy it. Man, that's an amazing collection. Amazing. And I've got to tell you myself, I recently got rid of some pieces, not because I wanted to, because I needed the fucking money. Things are getting a little bit tight. And in my case, I wanted to pay my fleece off, my BMW fleece off. I wanted to put a little bit of money. I wanted to reduce some debts and have a little bit of cash facility because I think things are getting a bit tougher. So myself, would I be buying $200,000 watch? No, I wouldn't. And I would be very fucking grateful for what I've got. If you do want to scratch the perpetual itch, I've told you how to do it with a Breguet and a Patek, which I think are fucking beautiful. People will criticize, oh, why do you recommend the Breguet? Because the Breguet is beautifully made, amazing bang per buck, and it adds an extra component to your already amazing collection. So what do I think of it? I love it. Would I get rid of anything? Okay, so let's have a look at this. Okay, so I love your collection. My thoughts on prepare for something new. Personally, I would, if you have to sell something, I wouldn't, because you're going to lose money. I would hold what you've got. What would you keep? What would you lose? So I would keep everything and I would sell nothing. Do I keep both of the Pateks? Personally, I'll be honest with you. Total honesty with you. I prefer the two Pateks you've got to the... I know the 6159 is perpetual, it's retrograde, it's exposed. But you know what? I don't think you fucking need it. Those two Pateks you got, I like more. Okay? Okay, I do. I like them more. Okay? What else would I add? I tell you what I'd prefer to do is possibly look at your collection, go twos, twos, twos. You got 2 Rolex, you got 2 Pateks. Okay, so maybe I'd add a 1921, the driver's Vacheron. Okay, I reckon that'd be fucking beautiful. What would I add? You got a Lange. I'd add a fucking Lange 1 and I'd buy that pre-owned. I'd buy a pre-owned Lange 1. That's what I'd prefer to do instead of getting a fancy-wancy fucking Patek, which, I mean, oh, fuck. That's what I'd prefer to do. I'm telling you honestly. So there we go, guys. That's my view. There you go. That's my honest opinion. Thank you so much for asking me to do a review. It's been fantastic. And guys, I will see you in the next one. This is Archie Luxury paid watch reviews. Please, guys, look down below. $50 US for a paid review. I've given this guy more because he's had a really interesting collection, and he sent me a really good, generous super chat. So I appreciate that. So, guys, that's it. I'm Archie Luxury. I'll see you in the next one. And remember, if you're buying or selling a watch in America, there's only one dealer I recommend, and that's David S.W. Don't play the AD dames. Don't suck AD cock. Don't try and kiss these fucking ADs. They will stiff you as fast as look at you. See you later, guys.
Hi guys, it's Archie Luxury. Guys, I want to talk to you about David S.W. David S.W. David S.W. Guys, if you are in America, if you are looking for a Rolex watch of your dreams, in fact, if you're looking for a contemporary modern wristwatch, I strongly advise you to look at David S.W. Guys, don't play the dealer games. Don't bring in chocolates or Krispy Kremes for your dealer hoping to get a Rolex at retail. It's futile. Please, guys, save your dignity. Keep some pride. Go to David S.W. I would highly recommend David S.W. David S.W. If you're in America and you're looking for a watch, go to David S.W. David S.W. David S.W.